G'day, and welcome back to Completely Stupid, the show about stupid people doing completely stupid things with your host, me, the Australian idiot, and let's get into the clips. Here we get to deal with the delightful type of person who graves robs some stuff. So these guys have been putting solar panel lights next to their mother's grave for the past month now, and they've been continuously stolen multiple times over. So this time around, they decided to put an air tag in one of the solar lights, and they tracked it when it was stolen to this person here.
Mi prima fue la que me dio eso, guys. Yo no.
Okay,
yo no.
I'm gonna report it to the police. Give me my items back.
You could get them. I'm not fighting for them.
Okay,
yo
give
no
them back.
agarré nada.
Okay, dámelo. You thought we wouldn't catch you?
Okay, I didn't jack. No, I didn't.
Okay, give me my items back.
You could get them. Stop acting like I'm not.
Okay.
Trying to get your shit, relax. Make it ring again. Okay, make them ring. I said.
These are mine.
Okay, bro.
All of these. Oh, and you were the one who stole all of them.
I didn't steal nothing. I swear to God.
So we had
I
flickering
swear
lights.
You could take them. Mi prima fue la que no.
Oh, okay,
no,
so
guys,
who's
yo
your
no
cousin?
agarré nada.
So who's your cousin?
Se llama Maria
Maria ¿qué?
Rodriguez.
Maria Rodriguez. Okay, so we're. Oh, that one is mine also. There's supposed to be a total of 5.
You know, I'm surprised that a person who's dumb enough to be stealing solar lights from a graveyard would also be dumb enough to not acknowledge the notifications that a phone would probably be getting because, you know, there's an unidentified air tag around them. Because I know it's a thing that Apple phones do, as well as I believe a good chunk of Android phones now do. If there is an air tag near them that isn't that you don't own, it lets you know, hey, it's there. But I suppose the state of that car says the type of person we have here, especially considering they've got all the solar lights in the boot. This is probably the most peculiar clip I've seen so far, and that's saying a lot considering what I have seen so far. But anyway, this person here is doing their come here to the store, do some shopping, get some fake eyelashes, whatever. It doesn't particularly matter to the story too much. And it seems like this other person got caught attempting to steal something from this store. So what happens? When they get caught, they lock the doors, which is a reasonable thing. They are allowed to do that. If they have a good belief that you did steal something, they can stop you from leaving. The problem is she's not doing it so they can call the cops and get the cops to eat. No. She makes the attempt to mother this person caught stealing in a very cringe, honestly wacky way of doing so. Even hugs her multiple times in this clip. Here's the clip.
Get out this store. You locking me in your store. You trying to fight me? Like, miss, get me out your store already. Okay, so what's... I said sorry to you. I said, come on, let's go. Get me out your store. You said you want me out your store. You still got me locked in your store. So you was trying to lock me out from the get-go.
Everybody's in here.
No, everybody's not in here. Get me out your store, miss.
Say sorry.
I said sorry to you and I want to get out your
Say
store.
please.
Like, I want to get out your
Excuse me.
store.
I want you to behave. Look.
Get me out this store.
Listen. How old are you? How old are you?
I'm not finna break my nails.
Hey,
I'm not fit to either. I just got my shit done. She just said she could let me out.
Okay, well, I don't have right. You doing all that arguing and going back and forth.
Right, but you're trying to lock me in your store. You don't have
Already
no
locked in your store. You didn't have no jurisdiction to come in here and steal this shit.
Unlock me out your store, miss. You have no reason to have me locked in your store. You have your merchandise, you have whatever. You have no reason to lock me in your store. No, I don't want a hug, baby. Get off of me, yo.
Please.
All right, get a hug. All right, come on, let's go. Get me out your store. So I gotta go. I have to go. I don't have time to keep talking, baby. I gotta go. All right, I forget you too.
Because y'all actually want to give me that weed cake. Like, I ain't got time to take it.
All right, let me go. Okay, let me go. I gotta go. My people is gonna leave. Okay, my people gonna leave. Okay, can you let me out the store?
Like, my
Please.
baby outside.
Let me out the store. Okay,
Like, I
good.
want to let you out. My baby.
My
dog's in the car by herself.
Good. Can you let me out? Thank you. Thank you. Out, baby. Okay, hurry up. Thank you. Come on, let's go.
You learn your lesson.
No, I didn't.
I'm American.
Come on, let's go. I need you to get me out.
What did she just say?
Out of here.
What did she just say? She didn't learn her lesson?
You think it's being funny, miss? Come on.
It's not funny.
Miss.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go.
Exactly. Thank you. Because you had the point where you just holding me hostage.
No, I just want you to be a good girl. Okay? No.
Let her go.
Well, that could have been worse, I suppose. I really don't know how to feel about the whole forcing a hug on her type thing. But anyway, moving along. At least she's got a fun story to tell to her friends about what happened when she tried to steal from this one store. Because that is a funky story to retell. It's weird and very... It's odd to say the least. But hey, it all worked well, I suppose? I don't know. Here was seemingly racist Karen being extremely upset that these people have arrived to the job site too early.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm calling code enforcement again.
How?
Okay. Also, probably immigration. Okay. And
Yeah.
reporting you because you're not supposed to be here till 7 o'clock in the morning. No work before 7. I reported you the last time. You're going to get reported again. Do you understand me? What's your name?
Ma'am.
What do you mean? This is the law.
Yeah.
Do you understand the law?
We're not working. I mean,
That's not working?
We haven't started yet. We just pulling in.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not having a start yet.
Yeah, okay. We'll see, but I'm going to take your pictures now, okay? Maybe I'll send them to immigration, too.
Now, I can kind of understand being annoyed at these people for getting there and potentially starting work before the time they're meant to, especially when it's this early in the morning in a neighborhood where there's people who are potentially sleeping. But by the sounds of things, A, they're not actually doing anything yet, they're just arriving and setting up to start when it's time to start. And B, it doesn't look like it'd be like, based upon the lighting, I would assume it's probably like 5:30, 6 in the morning, probably that early. It's about an hour before they actually start and they're just setting up. And then saying you're going to send all this immigration totally does not give off any form of racist intent here whatsoever. Here we have a screaming match in a store because I think someone just went past someone, didn't say excuse me, and bumped into them. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, here's the clip. That is literally all I gathered from that clip, what I said in the preface. Just like, this seems to have been the result of the other lady, the lady in pink, going past, accidentally bumping into the other person who may have not been paying attention to what in the world they're doing. And instead of just being a polite human like we all should be, like, oh, crap, hey, you hit me. It's like, oh, sorry about that. Yeah, it's fine. I wasn't paying attention, moving on. No, it goes into the screaming match, which is hilarious because we don't know how to be nice to each other and solve things without screaming at each other. It's always great, isn't it? You have a FedEx driver who was turning around, reversed into someone's yard, and the person who lives there just so happens to be an extremely unhappy old fart who's like, get off my lawn type junk. Here's the clip.
You gonna walk. Get out here and tell me shit. Say it out here.
You lying like hell.
You can put it on video camera. I don't care. No, you come out here and tell me again you gonna whoop me. That's what I want you to do. Put it on video camera. I want you to. You said you was gonna come. No, you don't lie.
Man, you lying like hell, bro.
That stuff and said you was gonna beat my ass. Come out here and do it. That's what I want you to do. 911.
Man, this dude straight lying, bro. God.
Man, you know
this man lying, bro. God, this man came out and nowhere stop cursing, bro.
One thing I don't feel is that right there. I want you to just say what you said when I was on your grass.
This man came out and started.
You tell me to move. You're right. I didn't never say I wouldn't. I'll move off of your grass. But you didn't have to come out there cussing me like that, like I'm some child. I ain't no little boy. I'm no little boy. I'll wait till the police come.
You can record all you want, bro.
Yeah,
I got
that's
you.
Right there.
I got
that's
you,
where
bro.
your power at right there. That's your power. That's his power. That's where your power at right there. Where you going? Man, I ain't finna waste my time with you. You got my information. You got my information. They'll find me. They'll find me. You need to get your glasses back on. Yeah, I thought you were gonna whoop my ass too.
Bro's just turning around. So what? He went onto your driveway for a moment so we can, I don't know, pull a U-turn and get the hell out of there. Like, it is genuinely one of those things where I look at him just questioning, why do you have to care so much? It makes absolutely no sense to. Oh no, he's on your driveway for a fraction of a second. Oh. This guy's 2-year-old kid decided it'd be a great idea to just take a piss in the middle of the campsite. And this person from the campsite next door spotted it and decided to go off at the kid. So when the father, the guy behind the camera, picks up on that, comes out and confronts her about it, this happens.
Leave.
Do not touch my children ever again. Don't
Get
touch
out of
me.
our campsite.
Don't touch me.
Sir, camp host. Camp host.
I'm just saying, do not address
Shut
my
up,
children.
sir.
Do not address
You
my
will
children.
tell your children not to
I
piss
will.
in the middle of the
I
park.
will. Thank you for
And
telling me
yelling at
now.
people.
Now you can tell me. You just told me. Thank
Stay
you.
with your
I
damn
will
children.
address it.
Nobody knows who you are because you're not with your.
I don't need to. It doesn't matter that there's 7 of us camping here.
Please tell him to leave.
Address me and not my
Get
children.
away, sir.
All I said was
Get
address
away.
me and not my children. I know my
Keep your
children.
in check,
My
then,
children
sir.
were wrong. That
Nobody
was
can-
wrong.
Nobody can address you because you're
That
not with your road
I have
children.
7 of us right here in a row.
No, they're all right here, sir.
There's 7 of us.
Go away.
Don't address my children.
Go away.
I'm sorry, kids are gonna be kids. Sometimes they do stupid things, especially when they're that young. Yes, it's wrong, and yes, the father needs to probably make sure it doesn't happen again, but this entire reaction over it just seems a touch ridiculous. Just a touch. Like, I get there'd be a million reasons why you'd react in this way, but on the same note, I think it's a bit silly. This short clip's got some wild story to it. So what's happened here is that this person has come out to a child who's riding around their skateboard, and she decided that it'd be a great idea to whack them with a baseball bat whilst they're on their skateboard. This is just the first part of this entire thing. She's also locally known as the person who takes care of a lot of cats in this neighborhood. So this kid has also now gone up with a stray cat that they found to this person's house. And apparently what she did was she took that cat and threw it on the road in front of a car, which is insane to say the least. But here's the finisher of this story. This lady is supposedly the president of the HOA of this area. Yeah. Anyway, here's the father of that daughter getting involved.
This lady thinks she is getting you. She's lost her goddamn mind.
I don't know where she is. First, we saw her right over there, and then we were skating. And she just went straight, and I don't know if she... Like, she had the bat in her hand, like... She's right there.
Where?
Right there.
Where?
Look at the bat.
Huh? Who you are here, or what you think you are here. But you do not put your bat or anything on my daughter. You understand? Do you understand?
I'm not talking.
Okay. Do you understand? Do not touch my daughter ever again. I will call the cops right now. All right? Because she is a witness and I have a witness. All right?
I was walking.
No, you are the kind of person that all the kids say that you always messing with them. So do not ever touch my kid again. Or I'll promise you.
She doesn't let us...
Hell on your ass.
She doesn't let us play soccer.
Hey, don't touch me.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry.
Don't ever touch my daughter. You understand?
I'm sorry.
Don't ever touch my daughter.
Y'all
Let's
are
go.
beautiful.
Let's go.
You know, she got off very, very lucky because I'm no father myself. I don't have a child, but I'm 90% sure in a lot of situations you do this to someone's child. When they're riding around on a skateboard, you whack them off it with a flipping baseball bat. I have a funny feeling that most fathers are probably going to go on to some form of scorched earth policy against you from that point onwards because that is quite literally batshit insane. You should go to jail for fucking child abuse there. Like, that's crazy to even think about that you'd even do that. Like, it's just like you're no sane person if you think that's a good idea. Opie here's gotten themselves in a bit of a fender bender, and it turns out the person they got in a fender bender with is very stubborn.
This guy hit her, and this is what happened after.
Honey bunny, my car was in drive. Can I please have your insurance? Please give me your insurance.
No.
Please give me your insurance.
So, can you give me your insurance?
Please give me your insurance.
Your insurance, please.
Can you give me your insurance?
You just ran into me.
King, have you been drinking?
Are you stoned?
No, I literally
God.
am just trying to get home, bro. You rear-ended me.
Oh my God, you just ran into me.
Are you going to give me your insurance or not? Do I seriously have to call the police today?
Show my dash cam footage of the highway, douchebag.
Call them right here, dog, where you hit me.
Yeah, I'm gonna call them right here.
You're vindictive, brother.
I wish we got more information out of this, and not just this clip here, but it seems like someone's been a bit of an asshat about the situation. Here we have a Karen with a question mark at Taco Bell. I do really mean Karen in quotation marks, because I'm unsure how to really process this one. Here's the clip.
Yeah, so what? You put my life in danger. Be for real. Y'all owe this you're working at Taco Bell. Miserable ass bitches. Get a line. Get a better job. You can't even make a Mexican pizza correctly. That's why y'all miserable. Yeah, I'll catch you outside, bitch. Shut up, Will, and beat your.
Amen.
You know, I'm kind of just stumped on the whole apparently how Taco Bell prepared her food. It put her life at risk. Like, I'm just sitting here trying to think about that. How does one prepare food so horribly and that they put someone's life in risk? Like, is it just completely raw, not even cooked? But wouldn't you notice that type of thing? Is this a repeat of that wings guy from the other time, where he somehow managed to eat all of his wings, yet they were apparently raw? I don't know. This seems a little bit up some weird alley over there. I don't know. What are your thoughts? In this clip's emotions are running very high, considering that we're seemingly almost 24 hours into a massive flight delay, and ultimately a couple snaps at some of the workers of the airport, to the point where, well, cops need to get involved to attempt to de-escalate it.
You know, we're the patient now. Yeah, of course. Yeah, if you get enough views, these people are acting like morons. I don't want that girl to pick me up though. They won't say those that are being disrespectful. Yeah, shoot. I don't want to get shot. I don't want to get shot. This is, I know. Yeah, we all have.
So what are we going to do to fix this?
I'd rather just...
What do you wait for another flight?
Thank you. That took a minute.
Hey, who's hey? Get out of here. What are you hating? What are you hating? What? I don't have to. I didn't do anything wrong. So what? Oh, you nigga, come on. Are you crazy, bro? Are you crazy? No, they didn't touch you. I didn't touch you. You want to making money. Hey, Al, have some respect. You just spit on me. All right, let me record it. Let me go live. You want to do that? I'll go live. Yeah. You can't do no, stop. They can't do nothing to me. I didn't do nothing. You're not being illegal. I paid for that. Move. Yeah, here you control him. The way he pulled up. It's not been that professional since 5 a.m. No, they don't. Understand that?
They're trying to de-escalate.
I'm not from here. That's right. Move back before handcuffs. Move back. No, they don't come now. Move back.
Look, I get it. I genuinely do. It sucks. Like, you've probably had things planned to do this day that now you've just spent wasting away in an airport for a flight to go to somewhere else, to Las Vegas from my understanding of what the context of this was, and it's just ended up that, nope, flight got canned for, like, delayed for almost 24 hours, and from my understanding, it ultimately got cancelled too for everyone here. So yeah, emotions are going to be running high. People are going to be upset. People are going to be angry. But screaming and yelling at the workers is not going to help anyone. They are hopefully trying their best to alleviate this current situation, to find a way to fix it, considering how horribly it's all gone wrong. And screaming and shouting at them isn't going to make them fix it faster. Heck, it's more likely going to distract them or make them be a bit slower about it because, you know, they've just had to deal with someone going off at them. And saying that, oh, but I've done nothing wrong, you can't do shit to me. It's like, to a point you've just harassed workers at an airport. Like, there's certain rules you kind of got to follow to a certain degree, and here you're very clearly, blatantly crossing them. But, you know, the police actually make an attempt to de-escalate things. Unfortunately, the clip ends there, so I wonder what happened next. Here we venture to the UK, where McDonald's is refusing to take an English 50 British pound note because too much counterfeit tender has gone through in the country, so they just refuse to accept it. Here's the clip. Get back to you in a moment.
Them.
Hello?
Are you going to take my English money?
We're not taking the £50, no, sorry.
So it's my little boy's 3rd birthday today, and this guy here won't let my little boy have a McDonald's. That's all he wants, because he won't take an English £50 note.
Yeah, we don't take them, sorry.
Why?
Because there are too many counterfeit ones about.
That's not my problem. That's not my problem. I haven't got a counterfeit one. You need to have the equipment to find out what's counterfeit and what's not. If your staff have taken fake money, that's not my fault. Yeah, it's down to you to check whether that's real or not.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we just don't take them. There's nothing I can do about it.
What do you mean there's nothing you can do about it? My boy's 3 years old today, and he wants a McDonald's.
Yeah, sorry. We just don't take them, I'm afraid.
Right, this is going further than what you actually realise, mate. You're refusing to take English money. You're refusing to take English money.
Yeah, sorry. We don't take them.
Because someone else gave you fake money.
No, because there's too many in the country.
Someone else gave you fake money, so you're not going to let my little boy have a McDonald's on his birthday.
Many companies don't take it, sorry, it's just the thing we don't take.
Can you name them other companies, please? Can you name the other companies?
So 2 things first. First off, this person went to a different McDonald's that was also in the local area. They ended up accepting the $50 note, so at least they got their food that day, which is pretty good. But on the second note here, from what I can gather from doing a bit of research, legal tender in the UK has a very small route of definition. Like, businesses can just not accept what is technically legal tender for basically any reason they so choose. If it has to do with something, like if it's something to do with a debt and you're paying off a debt with legal tender, then in those cases they have to accept it. But if it's nothing to do with a debt, then they don't have to accept it. They can deny cash, they can deny cards, they can deny whatever they so choose as a business. Whether that keeps people happy or not is the other question, but that's a thing they can do. I don't agree to it here. I think it's ridiculously stupid. It's like, oh, there's too many counterfeit 50s in the country, so we're just going to have to not accept them. Sorry about that. Honestly, I'm sitting here thinking, as someone who's been behind a cash register before, and going off of it's a meal for a kid, I wouldn't be too surprised if they just didn't want to accept it because they don't want to go through the hassle of breaking a 50. Because that's annoying. Especially if you have to get a bunch of coins. They just didn't want to deal with that, which is, if that's the case, that's some level of what in the world I've never seen before. But, you know, it makes sense. They just weren't accepting that 50 because too many counterfeits, bro. This Karen and Kevin were caught attempting to try and take the big, massive metal thing that is filled to the brim with other valuable metal things off the bottom of a catalytic converter. I was trying to make a joke. Just leave me alone. And, well, when she gets caught red-handed, try to make up this big, massive excuse of why they're there, in spite of the fact that her accomplice has clearly got a saw of sorts.
Huh?
Yeah.
Do you know what kind of tree this is?
What are you guys looking for?
This tree.
Gordo, go call your dad and Derek, please.
For what?
Go call them.
I think there's kids coming down the street. Is that them?
Who?
The kids down the street?
No, can you guys get off my property, please?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, get off my property, both of you guys.
Oh, I'm sorry. I really wanted to ask about the tree. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you're right on my property.
I'm sorry.
My cameras, my alarm system's going off. You guys woke up everybody, so...
I'm so sorry. I just wanted to ask about I didn't know.
I know, you're right on my property. You're going through my cars.
No, I was right on the side here. I didn't need to... I'm sorry. I didn't
Yeah,
mean to hurt you.
that's really dangerous. Really dangerous.
Let me just explain. I'm really sorry. I was asking about the plant. That's all. This tree.
Why are you carrying that? What are you doing with that on your hand?
Wait, what's dangerous? Hold on.
You're on my property. Why are you carrying that?
No, we were just asking. I was going to come to your front door and ask you about the tree.
Call the cops.
Oh my gosh. Okay. No.
You're literally walking in my house with a drill.
Babe.
Shit. You're walking in my yard with this. What were you about to cut?
No, I was going to ask if I can...
You literally got caught. You literally got caught. No, you're not asking shit. You're getting in my property with that shit in your hand.
I'm sorry.
You got the wrong house, dude. You need to get the out of this neighborhood. Get out of this neighborhood. This is going on video. You don't come in somebody's property with tools and shit ready to break something.
Okay, I know, but I want to understand. I'm not upset.
Get away. Get off my property.
Okay, you explain. Get out of here.
Okay, but I know, but please understand. Like, I'm not trying to hurt you. I just want to ask.
All right, well, go. We're tired of hearing you talk.
I love how her accomplice is just like, nope, I'm moving on. Let's get out of here. This is not worth it. We've been caught. Let's just move on before things get any worse than what they already are. Yet she is determined to make them believe her bullshit story that she's made up on the spot about wanting to know about the tree, and then having a saw and then redirecting it. Oh, I wanted to cut down part of the tree. It's like, that's still illegal. Like, seriously? Some people just do not know how to think on the spot. You know, it would have just better if you just shut up and left. And you wouldn't have had this clip that probably got caught on a lot more than what it would have happened without your stupidity. Here we at Karen Crazy at Karen Crazy's favorite Walmart being Karen Crazy. I don't know, I'm just saying a bunch of random words. Here's a clip.
Yes, I am.
What is it? What I steal from you guys, huh? What the I got from you guys? I'm right out saying it right now. What I steal from you guys? Show me what I steal from you guys, huh? Ain't here. Ain't hiding in my teeth. I walk up in this store with 3 flags.
I got it.
And I'm automatically stealing. Bitch, let's go. Let's go, my nigga. What I steal. What's the motherfucking problem? Then what's the motherfucking problem? When crackheads run up in this bitch, take all y'all shit all day, and I'm ready for my yeah, tell him. But yeah, this right here, right now. Right now, this right here, right now. Real talk. These bitches. Don't touch me.
Hey, no.
What's up? Let's talk it. Let's talk it.
I can see you. I'm sitting here right now.
It's coming up in the store.
No, we do not know her at all. She just said, all right. Yeah, she touched me in the system.
I'm recording it. She acting
Please stop, please.
You're either high on drugs or drunk, or maybe a mixture of both of them. Either way, you're flat out bat crap crazy. It's some wild shenanigans going on at this Walmart, with this person absolutely losing her mind. I don't know. I don't get people who are like this, especially just taking random crap and throwing it around. Like, obviously, something happened prior to the actual clip itself to lead to what actually happened in the clip. But what that will be, we'll never know. We'll never know, will we? Here we had a crazy person at Subway who gets the entire sandwich made and then lets them know that, yeah, he's using an EBT to purchase this, which is something he can't do. And when he gets told that, this happened. He just wanted his sandwich and he was going to do anything to make sure he got it. And then when people argued back for him, even when he already got the damn sandwich, he was going to make a point because ego is too big. Here we have probably one of the more craziest clips that I've really come across over the years. It's, I'm just going to let you watch it yourself before I say much more.
Son on the 10th of November was assaulted by Tracy.
What? No, what was assaulted? What was assaulted?
He was punched, and I'm sure you are aware of it.
The police are dealing with it, sir.
The police are dealing with it, but I'm not happy that Tracy is still coming to the school. From what I gathered.
So the teacher that punched your son is still in the school?
At a point, the teacher was here at a point which was supposed to be taken off.
Mr. Autumno,
no.
It's not appropriate to discuss. Not a matter we're doing.
No, because your son was what? Suspended?
What happened to my son being assaulted, and at the same time, a suspension letter was handed to him. Is that appropriate?
So it's not appropriate for me to discuss.
It's appropriate. It's appropriate.
What happened to my son?
Beyond us.
But she's still here. She's still in the school.
What happened to my son?
I'm not prepared to discuss that with
Why
you.
wouldn't don't I have?
I'm not dealing with it.
Don't I have rights to know that the teacher is not here in school?
It's not.
Someone
it's not
assaulted my son.
Someone punched his son. Someone has punched his son in your
school. To A&E.
And you have appropriately
on that same day.
Someone punched his son in the school.
You don't have right to tell me to
yeah.
I cannot leave.
No.
You can call the police if you want. This is a public space. I have right to do what I'm doing.
You can't discuss.
I have right to do what I'm doing.
I've no comments to make.
In the interest of the public, this is the interest in the interest of the public. You can call the police if you want to call.
No, because we need to let people know that children are coming to school and being punched by teachers.
It has been dealt with appropriately.
How? She's still here for 3 weeks. His children, for 3 weeks.
You don't know how the school.
I have been in contact with the police.
But how is this happening on your premises? A child is being punched and then they haven't, and then he's been suspended.
Because my son has been taken off the school and going to completely different schools. Okay, so this is all you guys are doing. I am going to take it further. On the 10th of November 2023, I got a call that my son Christopher was assaulted, being punched by one of his support teachers.
He was what? He was what?
He was punched.
By who?
By one of the teachers.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
And
where was he punched?
In the playground, in the chest and the neck.
Who was he punched by?
By one of the teachers.
At what school?
Christ the King. This
school.
That's a whole lot to unpack. Just the box is dropped right in front of you and you just look at it going, wow. Do I really want to open that can of worms? Well, today I am. Let's open that box up. This is kind of wild because from what I've learned with the schooling system, at least when I was a lot younger in Australia, is that there were teachers that would be a lot more physical with how they treat their students. Whether you would accept that as a fine thing to do or not is the other question, but usually these teachers, it's just a simple thing as like they will be taken out of that school in particular and moved to a school pretty fair bit away. But like I do distinctively remember like when I was in about grade 5, there was this assistant teacher who took over for one of the normal teachers for about a handful of weeks, and at one point he pretty much grabbed a student by their neck and dragged them across the classroom because they were being a bit rowdy. Anyway, that teacher disappeared a day or two later and we didn't see him for a while. When I was in my final year of primary school, he reappeared as a teacher's aide for a brief period of time, which was very interesting to say the least, and completely wild that even occurred. But It seems to be how a lot of school systems go because of the lack of teachers. They're just like, this person was actually good at their job. They did this one stupid thing. Let's just throw them to a random school out in the middle of whoop whoop where no one's going to know who they are for a bit. But it sounds like here that the teacher hasn't even gone anywhere yet. And that the teacher is still at this school and action hasn't really been appropriately actioned if they're still there, because it seems wild that even with an accusation like this, wouldn't you think that, okay, maybe we need to put her out of this classroom or this school for a little while and as we look into it and then maybe bring her back? I don't know. You have a racist guy who's getting caught out for his racist nonsense.
Retarded. Okay, you literally just told her to go back to Tijuana.
Yeah, because this is not Mexico.
Okay.
She's not even supposed to be here. It's called soliciting, you stupid.
No, you're actually retarded. Okay, you need to go to therapy. Go help yourself. Yeah. Okay, if that makes you feel better, keep calling me. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye.
You want to say something to me?
Dude, you literally need to get the away from me.
You need to shut the up.
Leave.
Off. I don't need to go anywhere.
Yeah, I'm literally reporting you to the police.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
You're weird. I'm literally gonna send this to the
cool.
Yeah, you're fucking weird.
Cool. Yeah, call the cops and then tell them that is soliciting. Stupid. Yo, trust me, this is a small town.
They live right here.
Animal control, locking your dog outside, you stupid.
Yeah.
Yo, you know you can't record me, right?
Yeah, I can. No, I just recorded him. And that's actually like a felony.
You know you just moved in here, right?
I've been here this whole time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. You're 110 pounds, run your mouth like a little who's not gonna do anything.
I mean, obviously I'm not, you retard.
Yeah, of course, because you're to just run your mouth.
Bye.
Your boyfriend's a little punk. Look at me talking and he's
like what, 50, 60, and you live here?
Come on, bro. I'll put you in a hospital.
Of course, he's not wearing a shirt, he's not wearing shoes, and he's just walking out and about in just shorts. Man, is that a bogan if I've ever seen one? Wait, this is in Australia, so that's even weirder. Granted, I'm not a fan of her use of certain words here, but that's neither here nor there. He is definitely an arse hat who is way too far up his own arse and has too big of an ego, but hey, here we are. Here we have a very interesting interaction in Walmart. So this guy's here to exchange an item, get an item swapped out for a different item because the one that he currently has is not functioning correctly, yada yada. He does not have a receipt and the item is over $50, and it seems like the policy for this Walmart instead said they can't do that type of exchange. And so here's how this goes.
You don't do exchanges at Walmart no more. Tell that to the camera. Tell it to the camera. Say it again. You don't do exchanges at Walmart. What is all these people right here for then? Hey, buddy, do y'all do exchanges at Walmart? Then you give me a sticker for exchange. Why won't you exchange my stuff?
You can exchange it.
I can exchange it, right?
I used to work at customer service.
Thank you. Exchange my...
Even without a receipt.
Even without a receipt, as long as I got my ID. Come on, exchange me, man.
Oh, okay. So you don't have a receipt because that's how...
I got ID. Any other time... all you have to do is show your ID. They either put it on the gift card. I just swap it out and go on about my way. I don't want no money back. I just want to swap it out. I got my ID and everything.
We don't do any exchanges over $50, and you don't have a receipt.
So what am I supposed to do with this?
Do you have your receipt?
No, ma'am, I do not. It was a gift. Once again, it was a gift.
Right.
Somebody tried to help me start my business up. They gave me a gift. It was a piece of. It didn't work. It was a piece of crap. It worked. It caught on the first job. So I just want a new one. So I can get back to work and call it a day.
Right.
That's it.
But we don't exchange if you don't have your receipt and it's over $50.
I got my ID though.
Uh-huh.
I don't want no money or nothing. I just want a new one just to swap it out. Y'all do that all the time.
We understand that, but we don't do exchanges over $50 without a receipt. That's what we're saying.
So what's the policy?
We're not able to exchange this for you because we don't have a receipt.
That's what I just came here the other day and got it exchanged.
If we don't have a receipt, we're unfortunately unable to exchange it for you because you don't have a receipt.
Is that Walmart nationwide policy or just this Walmart?
It's Walmart's policy. We're not
Nationwide policy.
We cannot do that. It's over $50 without a receipt. We cannot do that.
That's
Sorry
your
for
word.
the inconvenience, but we cannot.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Next time, you fat bitch, watch your mouth.
You don't have to take it.
You fat bitch.
You don't have to take it.
I don't give a f. You work at Walmart, you ugly bitch.
Sir.
How about that?
Sir,
and I'm still putting it on
sir,
social
the
media.
situation
You
has been
Roseanne
handled.
Arnold bar looking bitch.
Sir.
You ball again with a vest on, bitch.
All right.
I mean, first off, I just want to say that ending was so uncalled for. Yeah, it sucks you don't get what you want in this situation, and it seems like the policy of Walmart bounces and changes and dependent on which store you're at. But going off at them like this is just so unnecessarily uncalled for. It's just like that was just a massive self-report that you're just an asshole. And considering how this clip ended, I wouldn't be too surprised if you said something along these lines before you started recording, and that's why they don't really like you that much. I don't know, maybe be nice to people? It is weird that Walmart's policy here seems to be changing depending on the store, but I do understand the whole expensive items you kind of want to have a receipt for. And yes, I do understand gifted items you're not going to have a receipt for, which is its own issue. I don't know, we're not here to talk about that because it seems like the policy is being stupid, and this guy decided to be stupid on top of that stupid.